What's happening, people? I'm Dee, and you're at Divination with Dee, and I haven't done anything in a long time when it comes to manifesting. So, this is an old story with this female called Helen hadsel. She's very, very famous, or I should say, for the way that she has manifested and in the past. And so, I pulled up her video again. I'm going to try to link the full video for this interview. It is rather long. I'm going to try to link the full video of the interview at the bottom of this video. But she talks about how she's already won a house. She's already won some things. And a lot of this just basically came through her belief in feeling like she can have whatever it is that she wants. After reading the book, The Power of Positive Thinking by, and I have this book. What is the guy's name? I will link it. I will link it. Anyway, I'm going to show a clip of her speaking, in the interview, and just pay attention to what she says. Hopefully, I have the volume up loud enough so that it catches and you guys are able to hear it. Okay. So sorry for my hand. But here goes. Hopefully you guys can see her.
And you can have anything you want, provided you know what it is. See yourself as having it. And if there's a delay in results, don't be disappointed. Maybe you need to cultivate a little more patience. That's all it is. And it's yours. And you say, but the competition is so fierce, so fierce. And I says, everything is competition. How long? I mean, eventually, if you stay with something long enough and strong enough, it's energy. And it's got to come to you. That's the law of attraction. It's out there for anybody. I never looked at it as competition. I remember when after I had the publicity and had won that house in Las Colinas and had won all the cars, whatever I needed or wanted, this was very interesting because that night we went to dance. And we're dancing, and right as you came in, you signed in, and they had this fishbowl. Put your name in at the end of the night. They had fruit cakes because it was Christmas time. And they had this big boom box. And my daughter had been wanting this huge boom box that had all these acoustics and things out. And I looked at it and I said, oh, there's Pamela's Christmas present. Well, the woman that was taking the tickets overheard me. And she laughed and she said, well, Mrs. Hadsel's here. So really and truly, it's stupid to put your name in the Hadsels won the boombox already. All right, what did I do? They were giving me their energy. Everybody in that room gave me energy because they knew now we'd won this house. And we're dancing, and this man said, I guess she's got, Pat said, she's got the boombox. And they're making a joke of it, a joke. And they don't know that I didn't take their energy, they gave it to me. And that night, when his boss, now it's time to have the drawing, and here's that fishbowl full of names. And the boss said, I'm not going to have anything to do with this. Somebody come up and draw a name. And a woman came up and she said, I'll get a different name. And she whisked around and pulled a name, and it was my name. Okay? This is energy. This is energy. This is what they do. And yes, you can get energy from someone else. If they're negative, I mean, why not? mentioned that.
Okay, so you guys heard what she said, and this is something that I don't think people tend to talk about a lot or focus on or understand. And I want to kind of talk about both aspects of this when it comes to the energy. Giving someone your energy and taking someone's energy. But mostly, we don't really look at the aspect of giving someone energy or giving energy to something. When you give something energy, it feeds it and it makes it so. When you are thinking about, whatever situation that you have, if this is why it's so important to control your thoughts. And I have a video on here where I talk about the importance of being mindful about what you think. When you continue to think negatively on a situation of something that you keep saying you don't want to happen, because you're thinking about what you don't want, you're putting energy into that. That's what happens. You end up getting what you don't want because that's where you pushed your energy instead of thinking about what you do want and looking at that outcome. You gave that situation your energy. And this is also one of those things, too, where it almost goes into looking at reasons why people's prayers don't get answered. Because if you're so focused on what it is that you don't want, even though you may have prayed for a blessing to happen for what it is that you do want, you're still going to get what you don't want because that's where you put your energy. 90% of the day, like when people do their manifestation techniques and you get up in the morning during the time when your brain is in theta state, you lay down and think about what it is that you want. Your brain again is in theta state. You think about it before you go to sleep. You're visualizing what you want and so forth, doing your affirmations and whatever at that time. But then throughout the day, you're having thoughts and your behavior is contrary to whatever it is that you want. The outcome is not going to be what you want it to be. It's going to be the antithesis of what you are hoping for, what you are wanting, what you are trying to manifest, simply because you have to look at where you put your energy. And so when it comes to giving someone your energy, this comes through thought, it comes through action, it comes through your words, whatever it is that you're focused on. And again, this is something that a lot of times people don't tend to look at. When you want something, like she said, she came in, she didn't have to do anything, but she seen the prize already and believed that it was hers for her daughter. Somebody else could have had more belief than her and got that boombox, but because everyone in the room had already heard about how she had already won all these different things, they gave her their energy and relinquished their desire to have whatever that prize was, which was the boombox, simply because of the things that they said, where they were directing their energy. It wasn't inward towards them seeing themselves having that boombox. It was automatically given to her. Oh, and they gave up. Oh, well, she's here and we already know who it's going to go to because she's won so many times before. Almost like she had a patent on the ability to be able to win things. And in a way, she kind of did. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't see any competition except for herself. If she believed that she would not be able to have gotten that boombox, she wouldn't have gotten it. But because she believed that she could have it, she got it. And everyone else that was there in that room also believed that she could get it. They weren't opposed to her getting it, so they gave their energy to her. And that is a real thing. People can give you their energy. And this is where it comes into the whole thing, too, of like the evil eye. When people say negative things towards you, that is them giving you negative energy. And whether you receive it or not is a different story, because you can combat it by saying, I do not receive those negative words or those negative intentions. I send them back to the sender. Then there's also, receiving the positive. This is one of the reasons why I still believe in prayer, and I don't mind people praying for me that I know have a good heart and good intentions towards me. Because when they pray, they are giving me their positive energy, which goes into how I think and how I feel and how I believe. It doesn't matter if your beliefs are different. If I desire to have a certain outcome, and I'm just asking for people to keep me in their highest vibration when it comes to their thoughts, their wishes for me, their intentions. That's what's coming to me. They are giving me their energy, and now I can feed off of that to help me receive what it is that I want from my desired outcome. So you have to be aware of what it is that you are saying, and what it is that you are receiving, allowing to have come to you, and what you give. Because if you're not being mindful of your thoughts, you can give your energy, your good energy, away to someone without even realizing it. If you are in the habit, and most people are, if you are in the habit of thinking negatively 9 times throughout the day, you're going to receive those things back to you that are in your thoughts. And people don't understand, why does my situation continue to get worse? Because you keep thinking about the worst. You keep dwelling on your current situation if it's something that you don't desire. You don't keep on dwelling on it. You have to dwell on what you want, the outcome of what you want. And like she said, if it doesn't come to you right away, you just need to be patient. Work on your patience, because you still have to visualize and see what it is that you want and hold on to it. This is what it means to persist, okay? And to assume that you already have what it is that you desire. You have to be persistent. Children don't learn how to walk overnight or within a day. It takes them stumbling a few times, getting up, falling down, getting up, falling down. But the persistence of it allows them then to maintain their balance in between their steps where they don't fall. That's what walking is. And so when it comes to you manifesting whatever it is that your desire is, it takes for you to be persistent enough that in between the steps of you not getting your desired outcome immediately or whenever you feel it's supposed to come, that you stay consistent in your thoughts, in your speech, and in your feelings of whatever it is that you want until you get your desired outcome. So I just thought that this was something, because I thought that was very powerful, listening to her and her explaining that and understanding. This is the law of attraction, but how do we get it? It's in combination with the other laws, the law of assumption, the law of harmony. And I have to, go back through and finish some of the other laws that, I haven't gone through doing the laws on my channel in a minute, but I need to get back to it. But it's just something that I felt was important to address, because so many people do all these different things, with the vision boards and stuff like that. And honestly, a lot of that stuff really doesn't matter. It all comes down to the feeling that you hold and your assumption and your persistence. And not giving away your energy or taking in someone's negative energy as well, because again, it's all energy, So hopefully this helps somebody in trying to manifest something. I'm trying to manifest a couple of different things right now for myself, and I'm being consistent and persistent in my thoughts, even though I have not seen it right now. In my mind's eye, I already see that I have my desired outcome, and I'm grateful for it. I'm just now waiting for it to manifest into a tangible manner for me to be able to, actually have it. And I can't wait, because I'm really excited about it. So continue to think positive. Be mindful and aware of your thoughts all throughout the day. Anytime you have a negative thought when it comes to something that you desire. And also be mindful of the energy that you receive from individuals. Make sure that you block it. And then the energy that you give away. You don't want to give away your good energy to anyone in a way where it takes away from whatever it is that you desire. Don't just give it away. Okay, so understand the power that you have, and continue to work towards your goals, you guys. So again, like I said, I haven't done anything on manifesting in a while, or the laws of the universe, but I'm getting back to it. So hopefully this does resonate with someone and help. And if it does, and you enjoy this content, I would ask that you would please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Definitely share this with someone, and leave me a comment, of things that you have noticed when it comes to how you may have given your energy away, or someone has given their energy to you, whether it's positive or negative, pertaining to your situation, or maybe an example of somebody else's situation, and how you can learn from it, because I want us to be a community where we can learn, share, and grow with each other, and help each other to really get better at manifesting our desires and understanding how to manipulate this holographic world that we live in. So, as always, you guys, be well.